Hello friends, I am Dr. Syed Khadiruddin Chishti and I am teaching physics to BSc second year students. My today's topic is Bose-Einstein distribution law. And this law is using the equation E is equal to h nu, which is called as the Planck's equation of the energy, where h is Planck's constant and nu is the frequency of radiation. There are some assumptions of the BE or the Bose-Einstein statistics. The first assumption is that the particles of the system are identical and they are indistinguishable from each other. The second assumption is that any number of particles can occupy in a single cell in a phase space. Then third assumption, the size of the cell cannot be less than h cube. In MB statistics, the size of the cell is as small as possible as per our requirement. Here the size of the cell cannot be less than h cube because the phenomena are obeying the uncertainty principle. Now the occupation index here in this case is Ni upon Gi should be equal to 1. In the Bose-Einstein statistics, which is applied to the particle with integral spin, angular momentum is h upon 2 pi. In this statistics, we are applying the statistics to the particles whose integral spin angular momentum is h upon 2 pi, and all the particles here are called as the bosons. So these are called as the assumptions of the Bose-Einstein statistics. Now let us consider that there are nk number of particles. You have to arrange n1, n2, n3 and so on, nk particles with their energies E1, E2, E3, so on and Ek. Now the available compartments for this arrangement are 1, 2, 3 up to I and then up to K, and they are containing the cells as G1, G2, G3, Gi and so on Gk cells. So total number of the particles will be n equal to n1 plus n2 plus and so on ni and nk. It means that there are nk particles, and starting from n1 to nk, they are having the energies E1, E2, E3, so on, Ei and Ek. The compartments are from 1 to k. Here are the compartments. Suppose here there are different compartments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on up to k compartments. Now in these compartments there are cells, smaller cells. Let us call them as G1, G2, G3, G4, Gi and Gk. So here is G1, suppose here there will be G2, here there will be G3, here there is G3 and G4 and G5 and so on. Here there are cells, means the compartments are divided into number of cells. These are the cells. Each compartment here get divided into different cells, and these cells are starting from G1, G2, G3 up to Gk. Suppose in the ith compartment, we have the Ni indistinguishable particles distributed in Gi cells. In this example, we are taking Ni indistinguishable particles, and these particles are to be distributed in Gi cells. Gi cells means these are the small cells. Now Ni can be arranged in a row and distributed in Gi. Ni can be arranged in a row and distributed in Gi. The quantum statistics with Gi minus 1 partitions, therefore the total number of permutations which are possible in a row are Ni plus Gi minus 1. Ni particles to be distributed in GI cells, and Ni are arranged in a row and distributed in GI. Ni are arranged in a row and distributed in GI. Therefore, according to this quantum statistics, we say that with GI minus 1 partitions, GI minus 1 partitions, here are the partitions. So, GI minus 1 partitions, total number of permutations will be equal to Ni plus GI minus 1 objects in a single row, in a row. Therefore, total number of possible ways of arranging the particles with GI minus 1 partitions will be equal to Ni plus GI minus 1 factorial. This symbol for factorials. Okay. Now the particles are indistinguishable. They cannot be rearrangement will not give rise to a new distribution. Particles are indistinguishable. Rearrangement will not give rise to new distribution. Therefore, we can divide it by Ni. Divide this factorial by Ni, and then also the permutations do not produce the different states. So we can divide it by the factorial of G minus 1 Ni. So we can divide by N factorial, Ni factorial, and the number of actual ways in which the Ni particles are distributed will be given by Wi is equal to Ni plus Gi minus 1 factorial. This symbol for factorial. Okay. Ni divided by Ni factorial upon Gi minus 1 factorial. Okay. Now, the total number of arrangements for all particles in a system, we can write here Wn1, N2, N3 and N3 for Nk particles, N1 G1 minus 1 factorial, N1 factorial G1 minus 1 factorial into N2 G2 minus 1 factorial upon N2 factorial G2 minus 1 factorial, and so on into Ni plus Gi minus 1 factorial and Ni factorial Gi minus 1 factorial for ith term, and so on for kth term Nk plus Gk minus 1 factorial and Nk factorial Nk minus 1 factorial. We can write it as the summation, we can write it as a multiplication. For multiplication, I will denote this symbol pi for the multiplication. Ni plus Gi minus 1 factorial upon Ni factorial Gi minus 1 factorial, where pi denotes the multiplication of each term starting from I equal to 1 to I equal to k. I equal to 1 to I equal to k. For the most probable state, as Ni and Gi are very large, so we can neglect Ni and Gi are very large, we can neglect a 1 from here, minus 1, and also from the denominator. Therefore, the equation will become pi into Ni plus Gi factorial upon Ni factorial minus Gi factorial. Taking log to both the sides of this equation, log of W is equal to the summation log of Ni plus Gi factorial, then minus log of Ni minus log of Gi, because in log, when something is there in the division, you have to put here the negative sign. Therefore, we can say that the log of Ni, if there is log of Ni factorial, then we can replace it by log n log n minus n. So I will apply this formula to this equation of the factorial log of Ni plus Gi factorial. So it can be written as, what we are doing here, I am applying the formula log of n factorial is equal to n log n minus n. So here, if there is Ni plus Gi factorial, then Ni plus Gi log of Ni plus Gi minus Ni plus Gi, using this formula. For this Ni factorial log Ni factorial, Ni log ni plus ni, minus and minus will become plus, minus gi log gi plus gi for this one. So I replaced for this one, I replaced this for log ni factorial. I have written this much because already there is negative sign, and for log gi I have written this one. Now we can simplify it, and we can write here the ni plus gi log ni plus gi, this term as it is, this term as it is, then ni log ni, this term is also as it is, then gi log gi as it is, and we can cancel the ni and gi from the brackets. So gi is not subject to the variation, ni varies continuously. Now to get the state of maximum thermodynamical probability, we will differentiate dw, it is log of w, it is log of w. I will differentiate this equation. So delta of log of w is equal to 0. Del of log w is equal to 0. So we can write here del of log w is equal to, here in this, del of ni plus log gi, ni plus gi, first term, first term as it is, differentiation of second, plus second term as it is, differentiation of first one, into log of delta ni. Similarly, I will apply here first term as it is, derivative of second. Here in this equation, I am differentiating this term. There are two terms, product term, first term as it is, differentiation of second, then plus second term as it is, differentiation of first. Then here also I am applying the same thing, first term as it is, differentiation of second, plus second term as it is, differentiation of first. So I have to multiply it by delta ni, and we can write here as delta ni log ni minus ni 1 by log delta ni. Now as the delta of log w is 0, I will equate this equation to 0, and delta gi is also 0. Delta gi is also 0 because gi is constant. So we can say that delta ni log of ni plus gi minus delta ni log of ni log of ni, or it can be written as delta log of w is equal to, I will write here in the division, for log of a minus b equal to log of a upon b, delta ni as it is, delta ni as it is. So we can write here summation ni plus gi into delta ni, it should be equal to 0, it should be equal to 0, or summation of ni upon ni plus gi into delta ni is 0. Now for the conservation of the particle, if n is the total number of the particles, can be written as summation ni, and ni is constant, delta n is equal to summation delta ni, the derivative of constant is 0. For conservation of total energy, E is equal to summation of ni delta I should be constant. If it is constant, delta E should be equal to 0. Now I am applying the Lagrangian methods by using alpha and beta. Then I will add here alpha log of ni upon ni plus gi plus alpha minus beta I, where alpha and beta are the Lagrangian constants, into delta ni is equal to 0. Now the variation in delta ni is independent of each other. Therefore I can write here log of ni upon ni plus gi plus alpha plus beta ei should be equal to 0, as it will go in this side, or log of ni upon ni plus gi is equal to minus alpha, take this side, minus beta I. Okay. Now I will take the exponential to both sides. Exponential and log are inverse of each other, so log will be eliminated. Ni upon ni plus gi is equal to e raised to power minus alpha minus beta I. Now inverse it, ni plus gi upon ni is equal to 1 upon this, means negative sign get cancelled, alpha plus beta ei. Distribute ni upon ni plus gi upon ni is equal to e raised to power alpha plus beta I, or 1 plus gi upon ni, it is 1, is equal to e raised to power alpha plus beta ei. Now take this 1 to that side, it will be minus 1. So gi upon ni is equal to e raised to power alpha plus beta ei minus 1. I have to find the value of Ni, therefore Ni is equal to Gi upon e raised to power alpha plus beta Ei minus 1. This equation is called as the Bose-Einstein equation distribution law. Bose-Einstein distribution law. Thank you.